Grandpa Doofuss. Grandpa Doofuss, we love you even if you are just a little bit strange. You just keep going, Grandpa. We love you.
Doofuss Dingle here. Well, hello there, boys and girls. Just thought I'd drop by and stick a pin in your comfort balloon. You know, stand back and watch it explode as a big dose of reality tea seeps in and awakens you from your deep comatose slumber. You know, let the sun shine in, draw back the shades, startle you with a big dose of truth, perhaps. Remove the cobwebs of brain inactivity for just a little while. Do you think that would hurt, boys and girls? I hope not. So how are you otherwise? Are you bright-eyed and bushy-tails? Would you recognize the truth even if it were shown to you? Or do you think you would have to close the curtains and just go back to sleep? Well, anyway, I have some news for you. You know, the last time we visited, I mentioned searching things out to find the answers behind life itself. There is an answer, you know, and I don't believe anyone who tells you, and you better not, that either there are no answers to that most profound question, or that every person has their own personal truth. Do you think that there could only be one truth behind all that there is, ever was, or ever will be? Do you think it's possible, boys and girls? I don't know, but it seems like it could be. So why do you suppose this truth is so seldom found? You know, like a road seldom traveled or something like that. Maybe even a road hardly ever traveled at all, but open to anyone that's ever been born on this prison that we call Earth. And please don't think for a moment that it is not a prison, because it appears that it really is, and we do have a prison keeper too. Now, why do you suppose that is, boys and girls? What could have happened to make Earth a prison planet? Have you ever stopped long enough just to wonder about it? Did it ever occur to your little brain cells as they whirl around in there that life itself might not be what it seems? That why are you busy yourself in your worldly affairs that your allotted time for your own personal life is running out? That you actually might not even really be alive at all, but you only think you are? That our tiny little planet spinning around and around, counting the days, is in reality the planet of the living dead? That why the vast majority of people ever born die, and then they see that big red sign, all is vanity, you lost? Do you know why that could be? Do you know why it probably really is? Could it be? Is it even a remote possibility, do you think? But what if the other dimension out there is where we actually find true life? What if the good book, which most people actually hate, is telling us the truth of three heavens? You know, the air above us is the first one. The stars in the galaxies in deep outer space are the second one. And then the third, unseen and hidden away, that's totally outside of time and space itself. It's another dimension. What then? And what if we had been given directions and a command by the creator of it all that we must penetrate this third dimension and find the creator that lives there? Boy, that would be a real mind-bender now. That the creator of all of this considers mankind himself to be dead in their trespasses and sins? Do you suppose that's possible? And that he wants us to come to this recognition of what is really going on? Not only dead to him, but a very real enemy of his? Well, if that were true, what then, boys and girls? Could that be why we are called a fallen race? Do you know the difference between right and wrong? Do you know the difference between what is good and what is evil? Do you know about the golden rule? That is, do unto others as they would do unto you. Why do you suppose we even need directions like that? You might want to consider that. You might want to ask a few questions about it. Could it be that this very knowledge is what makes us fallen creatures? That we were not originally created that way? That we were created in perfect love, and perfect love, well, it seems to need no laws or rules because it has its own rule. The true love never would hurt anyone at all, but only seek the best for everyone. Did you ever think of that, boys and girls? Did it ever occur to you that mankind is really in very deep trouble and is considered, no matter how good we think we are, that we are considered evil by the Creator? And that we really do need a Redeemer? Is that possible? Boy, I don't know, but boy, if it is, we're in a lot of trouble now. And did you ever think that this knowledge of good and evil that everyone seems to have is really the root cause of all the selfishness, greed, and self-glorification that leads to all the wars, the hatred, the cruelty, the rapes, the robberies, and all of that? That we are just an island of self, and that we seem to just soak up all the love we can find, rather than let it flow out of us? And did it ever occur to you that your so-called love is not love at all, but it's kind of a selfish delusion? And that because we are fallen creatures, no matter how great our love deeds are, it does not count at all to the Creator? Is that possible? That the only thing that counts to Him is your finding your Redeemer and finding your ransom. Then, when He is found, you find out what real love and what real true love really is. That there's a huge difference between what we think is love and what the Creator thinks is love. Could it be that they're vastly different? Could it be? Is it possible, boys and girls? Is it even possible that we could even be judged by His love when we pass away? That you have crossed over to that other dimension? That what you believe or have faith in really does not count, but only finding the truth is what really counts? Well, you might want to think about all of that. Doofuss Dingle here, signing off. Have a good day now, boys and girls. Stretch those brain cells out as far as you can, and let them be saturated with all of these what-ifs. And watch the skies, boys and girls, because something is coming. Don't get caught in the snare now.
Doofuss Dingle, you make me crazy. You make me mad. You make me so mad that I'm going to have to do something about it. Have you ever heard of the word drone? D-R-O-N-E. Have you ever heard of the word missile? Well, you know, it's okay to kill people now any way we want. Yeah, we are the leaders here in Washington. We do whatever we want, and you better listen, you evil, evil man. We're going to have to eliminate you. Do you understand, Doofuss?